Good morning, the Carrick fan here. Right. So some Manchester United for you. Right. So according to Fabrizio Romano, he said last night that Manchester United are optimistic about getting £70 million for both Marcus Rashford and Rasmus Hojlund this summer. I know Rasmus Hojlund is an obligation to buy, and Napoli are third in Serie A. So as long as they finish in the Champions League places, we should be fine. I think they're 2 points ahead of Roma. Um, But yeah, as for Marcus Rashford, his is an with an option, is a loan with an option to buy, of course. So there's that. Um, but yeah, that would be good because that would be we could go big on the midfield the summer, and it's weird really because we've not broke our transfer record, which will be 10 years ago this summer, where we spent £89 million on Paul Pogba. Christ, 10 years ago in August. God, where's the time gone? 10 years. My God. Yeah, because I remember United. I was that stupid o'clock in the morning. Yeah, because I remember I was watching Sky Sports News that in the morning when I got up, and I think it was breaking news at the time. I think United announced it was at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Also, I want to talk about Spurs. It annoys me to no end how we didn't beat them in the Europa League final. They got battered again at home to Crystal Palace last night, 3-1. And most of their fans left before half time. And Mickey van der Ven will miss the Liverpool game. So I'm not covering anything. But for me, I don't expect Spurs to get anything at Liverpool. Please surprise me, Spurs, as a United fan. But they won't. I'll be very, very surprised if they get some. They are like a sinking ship. They're just going down and down. Um, yeah, they've got difficult fixtures coming up. Liverpool, Chelsea, think Sunderland away, Everton at home, Wolves away, or was it Wolves at home? What? One of the two, and they got Nottingham Forest as well. So yeah, it annoys me to no end how we didn't beat them, but in the Europa League final. But it is what it is. We somewhat avenged it a couple of months ago. So a couple of months ago, well, we beat them 2-0. Sorry. But yeah, also 7 years ago today, we beat Paris Saint-Germain. It was in the last 16 of the Champions League. We won, was it 3-1? Yeah, 3-1 in the second leg, but we went through on the way goals. That wouldn't happen today. I think we were, no, we weren't being knocked out, would we? I think we would have to play extra time or penalties. Jesus, we had Fred and McTominay in midfield and Pereira's at number 10. Good God. Um, Also, we will play against Buffon, Mbappe, Neymar, Di Maria, Verratti. Is it Bernat? Juan Bernat, the Valencia left back at the time. I think he went to Paris Saint-Germain. Who else? Tadic was in the midfield. I generally can't remember, but what a night that was. The absolute limbs when that Rashford penalty went in. And I do remember watching it over and over and over again. God, yeah, what a night that was. For me, apart from winning the FA Cup and the trophies, that's one of my best personal Alex Ferguson moments as a United fan. It's definitely top 10. For me, winning the Europa League, FA Cup twice, and the Carabao Cup twice are in my top 5, but that Paris Saint-Germain moment is definitely top 6 for me. Definitely. What a moment that was for us. Lukaku scored early, I remember. Yeah, because we had a lot of injuries, didn't we? Smalling played that game, I remember. Smalling, Delo, De Gea. God, I think who Smalling's defensive partner was. I think Shaw played that. I'm not 100% sure. It's been that long since I watched the game, to be honest with you. Or the highlights of the game, I should say. But yeah, that was done, and this is now. So hopefully we'll be returning to them kind of moments and nights next season. But yeah, it's bad, really. Let's say we won the Europa League last season. Would we be in a relegation battle? I generally don't know. Oh God, oh God, I saw something earlier and it made me think. Had we won the Europa League last season, we could have had either Victor Gyökeres up front or Leo Delap and Emi Martinez as our keeper. Wow, it's funny how things could change like that. And one final thing, well, two final things. The last time Spurs won a game, and I'm not even exaggerating or going over the top here, the last time Spurs won a game was on my birthday, ironically, against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. And that was what? Got to be over 50, 60 days, surely. I'm sorry. That one, that's diabolical, and second of all, that's disgraceful for the so-called Big Six club. They're not a Big Six club, but anyway. And second of all, something popped in my head then. Second of all, yeah, if he said to me 10 months ago, Spurs would win the Europa League, but would end up in a relegation battle, and we would be third in the Premier League, I'd have said no chance. But it's weird, really. And I'm going to say this one time. Thank God we got Michael Carrick when we did, because had we dilly-dallied like we have done in previous years, before Ineos, that is, we would have missed out. But I'm grateful for us having Michael Carrick. But yeah, but all in all, that Rashford and Hojlund money should get us a winger, maybe a cheap winger, or maybe a cheap midfielder and a big midfielder in the summer. I'm still convinced. I don't have any sources. It's pure guesswork. We are going to go for or going to get Carlos Baleba. Don't ask me why. It's weird, really. If we signed the summer, people say, "Oh, he was crap. He's been crap this season." Last summer, some of our fans could wait for us to get him and get the tissues and knocking one out. But yeah, for me, I would still get Carlos Baleba. But like I said, if he's 28, 29 and in this kind of form, I'm like, no. But I think he's, God, is he 22 or 23? So if he fits the Ineos age bracket, so yeah, got no football this weekend. Yay! God's sake, I've got to wait till Mother's Day next Sunday. Oh, and then we play Bournemouth 2 weeks today. And then we got an international break. Way! I do one more thing, and I'll definitely go. I do expect a lot of transfer news to come out during the international break, because clubs are talking to players now. No, they're not. Yes, they are. And for me, we better be on it this summer. I want a big summer. This summer. I don't want a bloody bloody Glazer summer like when we got Champions League in 2018 and the Glazer said, "Thank you, Josie, but here's Lee Grant for the Diogo Dalot for you." Swivel on it. We better go big this summer. Right. Right. Excuse me. Right, so you can tweet me at Carrick_fan. 2026, subscribe to our channel with the Carrick fan. Come below, like the video. Take care, thanks for watching. Goodbye from me. Adios. Goodbye.